everyone, this is Katora.
I'm Nicole, and this is Cooking Up Chats.
So today we have a special guest with us. We're so excited to have her. We've mentioned her in our previous video, and she's one of our favorite travel buddies. No offense to everyone else we travel with, but she's just really down for a great time. So I'll let you introduce who this is.
Well, everyone, we mentioned her before. You saw her in our pictures when we talked about our Alaska trip, and it's our very good friend, Edelmar.
Hi, everybody.
We call her Eddie, so we'll just be calling her Eddie from here on out.
So welcome to the channel, Eddie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, and so it's funny, she just mentioned before we started that the colors we're wearing represent the flag of Venezuela, which is where she's from. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Venezuela and what brought you to the U.S.?
Yeah, Venezuela is a beautiful country that has been for struggles for a few years. And that's some of the reason that I moved to the United States, which I'm glad I did, and I'm happy to be here.
Yes, so Eddie and I have been friends for a long time.
17. I think it's 17.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to do the math. I mean, obviously, we were probably like 3 or 4 when we met because we're friends for 17 years. And
we were really young.
like 21 now, of course. We had to be little infants.
Pre-K. We were in pre-K.
That's the new math, if you're not familiar with it.
So, how did we become friends?
Yeah, we start working together back on the days, and then we start spending time, and then we know to learn about the cultures of each other, and then we become a friends.
Yes, and then Katura, why don't you tell us how you and Eddie became such good friends?
So I've known Eddie since she was a little bitty. No. So we actually became friends through Nicole, of course. Like you said, they've known each other first, and I just like to steal friends, according to Nicole. And so we went to Alaska together, all 3 of us, and we had such a great time. And I was like, we're going to keep this one. So
comment below if you're one of the stolen friends. You know, watch the comments go.
Anyway, like I was saying, but yeah, so she's just one of the most amazing people I've ever met. She introduced us to a really great Venezuelan dish called Arepas. And so if you can introduce me to some great food, then we are good to go. And so we've been friends ever since. If you're wondering where we are right now, guess what? We're in Iceland. So we're recording for Iceland special for you guys. And you'll be able to just kind of go along the road with us in another video later on down the line. But we wanted to just kind of do this little brief video just to say hello and introduce our friend Eddie.
Yeah, I think you mentioned Arepas. We haven't, so we did a just chatting video. We still have to get back into some cooking. Obviously, we're not cooking now because we are traveling, but I think one of our next videos, we could definitely feature some Arepas in there. Do you want to describe how you make that really quick?
Yes, arepa is a really common dish that we have. We can eat it at breakfast, lunch, dinner, apricot for any food. So you pretty much, you mix. You put a little water, you put a little salt, you can put some cheese on it, and then you mix it up, and then make a little balls, put it flat, and put it on the grill, and then put it on the flat pans. That works too, and then you will have your arepas in a few minutes.
Yeah, I you know, every country has like their signature dish, but they're all kind of have some of the same foundations. So arepa to me is like a grilled dumpling, and you know, that's the best way to describe it. The only difference, I believe, is corn flour.
And corn flour.
Yeah, so corn flour, make your dumplings as you would from your culture, and then just flatten them out more like patty size, and grill them. So I've had mine with ham and cheese. That's really good. I know sometimes they'll put the stuff on the inside. Other times they'll do it almost like a tostada with everything on top. So we will definitely do a video of arepas for you, because now my stomach is like, arepa.
That's right. So we actually will have a bunch of more footage for you, and a lot of food ideas and cultures that we want to share with you in later videos. So we could probably just start with Venezuela. And either we'll have Eddie show us some fun stuff, or we'll try to put something together and see if she approves of it.
If we pass the taste test.
Yeah, but you know, comment down below, see if you want to see anything in particular from your country if you're interested. So, Eddie, let me ask you, of all the travel that we've all done together, or if you and Nicole have gone on, what was your favorite trip that we've taken, or you two have taken?
I think when we went to China, so we have tried different things. That's probably disgusting for a few people, but it was a good experience to have.
Yeah, it's so funny. I didn't think I was coming out of China, y'all. I have to see if I have the video. So when we went to China, we did get to go on the Great Wall, and you know, the part where we parked, we were in kind of like a little tour, and they said, okay, if you go to the left, it's a little bit less steep. But it'll be more crowded because a lot of people go to the left, and if you go to the right, there won't be as many crowds, but it's pretty steep. And so of course Eddie's like, well, let's go to the right, and I'm like, I don't know, but you know, I'm not a big fan of crowds either, so we're like, sure, let's go. When I talk about steep, these were stairway to heaven, y'all. Like, it was so steep. And so then when I got to the top, I'm making a video like, okay guys, if you're seeing this, I didn't make it. So I'm going to have to go back in my archives, see if I can find that video and link it. If you don't see it linked here, then obviously I didn't find it. But that was an incredible trip. So this is our second trip, the three of us. Eddie and I have traveled to other places. We've been to Colombia, the country, not the city, in South Carolina. Sorry, guys. And also Thailand, and I feel like we went someplace else, but it's not coming to my mind right now. And of course we're in Iceland. And so what are some places, oh, and then outside of that, sorry, because Eddie travels a ton, and so she's been several places. So what's one of your favorite trips that you've been to without us? Because you've been to like another 20-30 places without us.
Yes, I don't have a specific place that I would call this, I really like it as more than anybody else, any other places, because each country and each place that I go, they have a unique things that I really enjoy. So for me, all of them are great, and they have great experience in all of them. I can't say anything like I didn't like it about one country or one island, because every single one is amazing.
That's good. That's an awesome answer. I think that's great too, because like you said, there are so many different things to do in different places and different activities to try. So that's awesome. I think one of the things that I'll be working on is almost like an adventure journal, you know, because like as you try these places, you can document what you've done, but also even at home as you're going through like different hobbies and stuff and just figuring out like what are the things you like, it can be helpful just to write that down and rate that, and then have that to look back on to say, oh, this is something I really enjoyed. Let me see how I can incorporate that more into my life. So once I get that up and running, I'll be sure to let you guys know about that. Any final questions? Because I know we're about to get kicked out of this hotel, so we gotta go.
I just want to say thank you for being on the channel with us. You're our first guest, so congratulations. And so thank you all for tuning in, and thank you for watching. We'll have many, many more guests. And I just want to give a quick shout out to she guessed right on Instagram what country we're going to. So guess what? You're going to be our first prize winner for the channel. You're getting a special prize from Iceland. So guys, it pays to like, subscribe, and comment because you get gifts. And we'll show a picture getting that gift from Iceland. So, you know, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video. We're going to go.
Yep, that's enough chatting for now. Let's travel.